Hi, I'm Julie Wool. I'm the director of PJ Library here in Baltimore.
And I'm Rachel Plotkin, the Family Engagement Specialist at the Max Center for Jewish Education.
And we are here in one of our favorite spots in Baltimore, Meadowood Park, to talk to you about Rosh Chodesh Elul. We are entering the new Jewish month of Elul, and that's always a time to celebrate.
And Elul is a really special month. It has a little known New Year that we celebrate. Judaism has tons of New Years. We have New Year's of the trees, we have Rosh Hashanah, of course, but Elul, we celebrate the New Year of the animals.
I love animals.
I do too.
We love animals. That's so perfect. So we thought, since we love animals so much, that this would be a perfect opportunity for us to share a little bit of Jewish wisdom about taking care of animals, and also some PJ Library books that talk about animals, because animals are the best.
They're the best.
So one of my favorite rules that you can find in Judaism, and you can find it in the Mishnah Berurah, is that you're actually not supposed to eat before you have fed your animals.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
It is so
That's
cool.
like old school tradition about making sure that you're paying attention to the needs of every creature around you and really just trying to take care of all of God's creatures. And I just think that's amazing.
That is awesome. I always feed Shushan, who is my puppy, before I have my coffee.
That's amazing. And I think coffee is very important. But I think that that's such a nice moment to really just like put the animals first.
He's as important in our family as everyone else.
Sometimes more important.
Sometimes a little bit more.
I love that. So we also know that children love animals, and PJ Library really knows this. One of my favorite things about the way they tell their stories is they take Jewish traditions, they take Jewish holidays, they take these values and these traditions that have been part of our world for millennia, and they make them really relevant to children. And one of the coolest ways I think they do this is when they add animals into their stories. Rachel, do you have any favorite animal PJ Library books?
I do have one more, Julie. It is called Bear Feels Sick. And in this story, it's exactly what it says. The bear feels sick. But what's so special about this story is that the bear in the forest, he has all his friends, all his animal friends come and help him in so many different ways. They bring him soup, and they tell him lullabies, and they just try to make the bear feel better.
I love that. So I feel like there's two values that this book is teaching about. Certainly it teaches about taking care of animals, but actually there's another, maybe even more universal value of taking care of the sick. And so the animals, by taking care of their friend, are teaching all of us how we can do the same thing. There's another book, it's very silly, that I love, called Do Unto Otters. And it is a book about manners. And it is all about, what do you do when you meet a new friend? Or what do you do when somebody does something that you don't like? Or how can you be a good friend? And the characters are, of course, the otter and this rabbit, and it's hysterical. And I just love it because the characters are so relatable. I love the incorporation of animals, and really the animals are teaching us through their silly ways the best ways that we can be. And I think it's great. So we really, obviously, Jewish tradition has shared with us and taught us that it's so important to take care of animals, to be aware of the animals in our world. And PJ Library is a great way for you to have these conversations with your children. If you know of any Jewish child in our community who's not already getting PJ Library books, this is a gift. It is a free book or resource that comes directed at the child every month, mailed to the home, and every child in the family can get one. So if you have some children who are getting them but not others, or if you have not yet signed up, which is hard to believe, but it could happen, please make sure to sign up. pjlibrary.org. You can go on the website, you can contact me or Rachel, and we will help you get set up. We would love to share that resource with you, and we want to wish you a Chodesh Tov, a happy Rosh Chodesh as we enter the month of Elul.